What can we learn from a porcupine? So I'm gonna explain this in a story. So one day it was a very cold day, and a lot of animals were dying because it was so cold, and the porcupines were also dying. So they got an idea. So they talked to each other and like, hey, how would we all huddle together, and we could get so we don't get as cold and we can get warm because we're all together, and it creates uh warmth just like penguins. So I would do that, and they're like, yeah, sure, let's do that. Yeah, okay, yeah. And they're like, yay. So they all went, but there's one problem. When they went to everyone was close to each other, the porcupines had the stick things, and the stick things would hurt each other. And then so they didn't. They changed their mind. Let's not do that. It's gonna hurt. It hurts me so much. Why should I do this? It's so like why would I ever do that? Like I'm gonna get so uncomfortable. So they went out, but then because it was so cold, they started to die. And so after some died, they had a choice. The porcupines could either go back and then they get more warm, and they may not be that comfortable, but then at least they don't die because they're not as cold. Or they could say, well, it's not comfortable, so I just won't, but then I'll just die. So they thought about it, and they're like, maybe I should actually go, and we should teamwork and go everyone each other very close. And so they did that again. And they stayed that way. And then, even though it was uncomfortable, they stayed that way and they didn't die. Yay! Well, except like a lot of them. Anyways, so what we can learn from that is the same thing in life. Well, I feel like what I can learn from that is in life, yes, something is uncomfortable. I don't want to wake up in the Darwin. I don't want to wake up in the do good. I don't want to eat healthy. I don't want to do anything good and anything like whatever. It's uncomfortable. Why would I need to do that? And you could say that. I just want to have a comfortable life. Why do I need to do everything? But no, that's not what you should do. So what we learned from the porcupine is no, don't be like, oh, I just want a comfortable life. I don't need to do anything. But no, what a real comfortable life isn't when everything what seems like it's cool. But no, when you go in the process of the difficulty, that's great. Just like the porcupine, yes, they could have just stayed, they could have been comfortable, but then they'll die. It's when the uncomfortable time, when they go together and it's uncomfortable, but then they all survive. Same thing with us. So it's not comfortable, okay? So you still do it and you'll survive. And that's what we learn from the porcupine. Just like something is uncomfortable, that's so then you can what we learn from Pokemon is you still go ahead and do it. And if you're lazy, you don't want to get up and get on time to whatever it is, davening, whatever it is. But no, be a Pokemon, get up and say, I know it's hard, but this is how I'm gonna grow. It's the challenges that make someone great. And like just like Thomas Edison. So he failed thousand times, but that made him so successful. No successful person, no real successful person is successful because they just made a comfortable way. No, it's when you do uncomfortable stuff to be great. So that's what we can learn from the Pokemon is that yes, it may be uncomfortable, but that's how you can be great. And that's true premise of how you can be the greatest you can be. Thank you very much for watching. Yeehaw!